All right, I'm going to do a house tour, and I'm going to start at the front door, and this is what I see when I get to the front door. I can't keep my window clean. Yeah, I'm talking about you all. So as you come in the front door, off to the side here on the bench that my husband built me out of cedar. I think it's beautiful. I sit there and put my boots on and off when I come in. But I have my scarecrow that I done sitting right at the front door. And then on my birdhouse, I did put this little swag thing here. During the summer I'll have like lavender on it, and then through the spring there's more different. So I have there's 4 different swags that I put on there, because I have one for Christmas also. And then I just added some flowers to my little basket and another swag for the fall here. And then in this basket here, I just stuck some fall florals. And then in my crock, I put a burlap bag down in it and some floral arrangements. And of course, you're going to see lots of pumpkins, because I grew pumpkins this year, and I have a lot of them. And I haven't even got them all out of the garden. I know I have at least 2 more out there. I don't need 2 more. And I've given a lot away. But I'll be cutting these up and making pumpkin puree so I can make pumpkin pies through the winter. All right, then we'll turn this way. And this is my husband's wall. I didn't do a lot to it. I'm going to have to back out this way. But I've put a few pumpkins. There's a fresh pumpkin and one in a bowl, and then the little pumpkin that I made with the Jell-O cup. Now I'm going to turn around and give you a view of the living room. And it's going to be hard to film because I have windows everywhere. It's dark in here. I have to turn all the lights on. But I have windows everywhere where it glares. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of start here and just kind of scan. And this area out in here is really all I've done for fall. I put a little touch in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, but not very much. And there's Kit Kat. Okay, I'm going to go back over this way. And this throw that I have on here, I made for my sister to go on the back of her couch. And when she passed away, her kids gave it to me. So I think of her. I made it for her, but I think of her when I see it. And it's perfect for fall. And then this basket here that I have fixed, that came from Sheila, my friend from, I met her from here on YouTube. And we messaged back and forth, and this was in a Happy Mail that she sent me. So I decorated it all up. And that dried flower, that was a sunflower that came out of my garden. So I stuck it right there. And there's another pumpkin. Then I'll come back this way. Then we're going to go by the TV stand. And I just put some greenery or leaves right there. And then underneath here, I made that little Hello Fall. And then there's some Dollar Tree pumpkins. And there's a pumpkin that I think I got at Aldi's about 4 or 5 years ago. Probably longer than that. And then there's the little box. There's a string hanging. There's the box that I made on a video here not too long ago. Well, I didn't make the box. It was a thrift store find. And then down underneath here you'll see a pumpkin that I done. And that little pumpkin, I think I got that at Dollar General a couple years ago. And then there's another 2x4 pumpkin. Then in the corner, there's the crow that I made in a video. And also the butt pan pumpkin, yeah. And I'll come up, and then I had a picture that I had stored back. It's an old Home Interiors picture. I thought it was pretty for the fall to hang up here in the corner. And right here I didn't do much. Just put one of the 4x4 pumpkins. And I did have a set of 2 pillow covers, but for some reason I can only find one, so I just left the buffalo check on one. It'll go with that. And not much here on this end table. I just put some fall floral in that little crock that I had. I already had the brown flowers in it. All right, let's go over to the fireplace. That's something that I've got sitting there. I'm just thinking, trying to see how to repair it. It's gonna be in a video. I'm gonna make it over. I meant to move it out of the way, but I didn't get it done. And then here on the fireplace, let me get a okay. All right, the lantern, I done it in a video where I made it. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Let me turn that on. I'm trying to, where I put the bulb in it so it could be electrical, because you can't use it otherwise. It's just decorative. It's kind of bent up. It's real and it's old. And there's a pumpkin that I made, a Dollar Tree pumpkin, and I also made that in a video. And another one of my pumpkins. And then a tin can with some florals in it. A couple years ago, I made this sign to hang on here every fall. I always trade out what I put on that old wood picture frame with the chicken wire. And there's some 4x4 pumpkins I made a couple of years ago, or maybe last year. I can't remember. And then I'll bring it down, and there was my last video, was my bowl stuffers with the crow and the pears. Those pears turned out really cute. Well, I think the crow did. He just gave me a hard time. He was so easy, but I done things silly. And the flowers that I've made. All right, now let's go over to the dining room area. Like I said, this is just one big room. Well, first we'll start with my coffee bar. All right. And I've had this done for quite a while, because I think, yeah, I did the swag and the scarecrow in a video. And I also done the coffee can light up here in a video. Well, and that. And the little jar back there. And the candle. And the primitive blessings. And the birdhouse. And that sign I got from the thrift store. And then last year I got these coffee cups from the thrift store. They're vintage. So I picked out the fall colors and bought them. And just put some pumpkins in that little cup that matches the teapot. And then there's a jar that I done not too long ago in a video. And the crock with the crow that I keep my coffee pods in. And there's another little jar I done just sitting there, and a pumpkin. And then down here in my crock, I just put some florals in it. Okay, now go over to the dining room table. And I was going to do the dough bowl for my table, but I decided to just leave my cedar cutting board or breadboard or whatever you call it that I done. I decided to leave it out and just put the pumpkin on it and the someday I want to get a cuter napkin holder, but right now that's all I have. And then back over here on the ironing board is the extra pumpkins. And yeah, I'm going to have to be making some pumpkin puree for sure. And then right over there, let's see, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to pull my shoes off so I'm not making a flip-flop sound. There. Okay, ooh, that's right. There is the shelf and the bread pan that I done the other day or last week in a video. And I want to quit saying what I done in a video because my house is pretty much full of what I do. Now that little lantern, I did get that in Branson when we was there at a little shop. And the amber bottle is really big and it's old. And I can't stick out anything out of it because the cork is actually still in it and it's stuck on it. Whatever. And some old bottles that my husband brought home to me. And then my vintage scale with the jar that I've done. Then I have a grinder hanging on the end. And the tin can. And the broom. And a little wreath. And there's the star. And a basket. And those are hanging off the shelf that I made. Okay, I'm going to go to the kitchen area now. I can't remember. I remember doing this, but I don't remember what I was showing. May have to shut my kitchen windows or curtains. Yeah, I think I probably need to do that because I'm going to be pointing up and should have been more prepared, I think. Okay, I'm going to have to go back a ways. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. But I've got to go back around the bar. All right, here on the bar, I don't put anything down here because my husband sits up there to eat dinner or whatever when he fixes himself something. He gets up and fixes breakfast or some dinner when he comes in. And there's Kit Kat. But there's a pumpkin. And I didn't do a lot to this. Just pulled out the pumpkin from probably Dollar Tree. And then I've made that last year. And just done that one the other day. Well, a couple weeks ago. And a pumpkin. Then on top of the refrigerator, you can see I put a pumpkin up there and some leaves. Didn't do a whole lot, but it's enough. And then above my cabinets up here, if I can get a shot of it, there's a sign that I done, and I put some pumpkins and some more fall leaves. In the sifter, I put some florals, and there's a pumpkin in the lantern. And then I filled the little red truck up there. Boy, this is hard to do. I filled the little red truck up there with pumpkins. And that's just about all I done at the top of the cabinets, yeah, because the rest of it, I didn't really have anything to put up there. So I'm fine because it shows mainly from the living area. And that's all the eggs that I have. I get over a dozen a day. I gotta make it to town to give them away. Okay, under my cabinet. I don't have much on my cabinets. I just have this here for decor on my kitchen cabinet. And that's it. Because I do stuff all the time. In fact, now I'm getting ready to try this Pinterest idea or recipe. Cinnamon swirl zucchini bread. Oh, it looks delicious. Oh, look at the butter it's going to go in it. But I'm going to make that with a zucchini. I've got a lot of zucchini that came out of the garden. Then I'm going to go back around this way. Okay, and and show you the baker's rack, and I believe that's it, because it's all one big room. It's big, but it's one room. Of course, another one of my pumpkins, and then a Dollar Tree pumpkin, my rooster, and a cloth pumpkin back there. And I'll bring you down and you'll recognize things here that I've done. And then down another shelf. And then the last shelf. And then I'll kind of pull back so you can get, oh yeah, I have my tiered tray over here. I'm going back so you can get a view of that. Then I just, on this table back behind the couch, I have just a tiered tray, and I just put a few things in it to make it look festive and ready for fall. Kit Kat, don't scratch. I don't think she's real scared of me. All right, I'm gonna go back over this way and try to go around for the last time. And there is the entryway. And then I'm gonna scoot back. If I can, I don't wanna fall. I'm sorry, you can't hardly see anything because of the glare. And if I try to do it at night, it's just not, it's not light enough at all. All right, guys, that's it. That's my fall living room, dining room, and kitchen tour. So I hope you like this video, and until the next one, guys, the Lord willing, we'll see you later.